What is up, trash? My name is Anna, and happy fucking New Year! I hope your Thursday is going great. First, let me just say I am so sorry that this video is up so late. There was some slight confusion, but I'm here. So as you guys know, it is New Year's theme on Trash this week, and I kind of just wanted to turn my camera on and talk to you guys. Heads up, I'm sure this video is going to start to get a little rambly. I don't know, I just want to talk. I feel like every New Year's, everybody always creates these resolutions, and yeah, we may follow them for the first week or two, but it doesn't take long until we start to slip off. By the time February approaches, you're probably starting to slack already, and honestly, by the time December comes around, you're probably right back where you started. But why? Why does this happen to everybody every fucking New Year? We create these resolutions or goals that aren't necessarily unrealistic, but they sure as fuck aren't gonna come easy. And a lot of the time when we make these resolutions or goals, we don't understand the magnitude of effort that is needed to make this actually happen. Whatever it may be, whether it's just a regular typical New Year's resolution or if it's an actual specific goal. We're not taking the time to figure out what is actually needed to make this happen. Whatever this may be for you. Also, I do just want to say this is not me standing in front of a camera telling you guys why you suck and why you can't accomplish your goals and why you always fuck up your resolutions. That's not what this is at all. I do it too, every fucking year. And it wasn't until last year that I realized something has to change. What am I doing wrong? Why can't I accomplish my goals? Why can't I continue with my resolution? It wasn't really until last year that I realized if I want something, I need to figure out what I need to do to make it happen. I know that sounds stupid. Obviously, if you want something, you need to figure out what to do to make it happen, but we don't do that. We just want. But just wanting something, no matter how bad you want it, is not going to make it happen. Work and effort is what is going to make it happen. On January 1st, 2016, I had just under 20,000 subscribers. And I created a video where I created a goal and said that by the end of 2016, I want to hit 50,000 subscribers. At this point, like I said, I had just under 20,000. I was just starting to feel like a real YouTuber. Let's put it this way. I was big enough for the people in my hometown to know who I am and what I do, but I was small enough that they would still make fun of me for it. And that's when I created this vision of myself and what I wanted. And at that point, it wasn't a question of whether or not I would get there. It was a question of how I was going to get there. There being 50,000 subscribers by the end of 2016. What do I need to do to make this happen? I didn't only want to prove everybody else wrong, but I wanted to prove myself wrong as well. And then that voice in my head that is constantly telling me, oh, why do you want to waste your time? You're never going to get anywhere with YouTube. People are making fun of you. You're making a fool of yourself. Started to become quieter and quieter and quieter as time went on. I knew I could do it, but how? So when I created this goal to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of 2016, I said to myself, this is not going to be easy. This is not going to happen overnight, and it's sure as hell not going to happen from one video. I need to complete a bunch of smaller things that will eventually add up to one bigger thing. This is kind of where motivation comes into play, but this is also where it gets kind of confusing because anybody can get motivated. All you fucking have to do is scroll through Tumblr, scroll through Instagram. There are tons of motivation pages, but is that going to be enough? Is reading some motivational quotes going to get your ass up and get you to accomplish these things that you want so badly? Don't get me wrong, they may motivate you for a few minutes. You may even tweet one or put one as your Facebook status, but is that going to do it for you? No, that is not going to get you to reach your goal. You need to work, you need to do the smaller things that add up to the bigger goal, the bigger image, the bigger picture, whatever you want to call it. You need to become so dedicated to doing whatever it is that you need to do to reach this goal that if you fuck up, you need to feel guilty. And I know that sounds harsh, but that's what you need. Going back to my example, I knew that if I wanted to accomplish my goal, the main thing here is I need to post consistently. I can't not post every time I feel lazy or every time I feel depressed or every time life gets in the way. I can't let that damage what I have going on that is going to make my goal happen. And that's what I mean about the fact that if you fuck up, you should feel guilty. Because if every time I feel lazy or sad or just don't feel like posting and I don't post, if that doesn't affect me in a negative way, I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm gonna keep fucking up. And that goal is just gonna go further and further and further and further away from me. I know that sounds kind of intense, but you need that kind of dedication to stick with whatever it is that you're doing. And if you don't stick to it, guess what? You're not accomplishing your goal. Also, just let me say everything I'm saying in this video can be related to any type of goal or resolution that you have. I'm just using my specific example to kind of tie everything all in together. So let's say it's the beginning of the year, you just create your goal. In my case, we'll use my example, reaching 50,000 subscribers by the end of 2016. So let's say I spend all this time filming my video, editing my video, preparing my video, creating the thumbnail, all that good stuff, and I upload it, and I wait, and it gets 200 views and I gain 9 subs from it. Okay, that sucks. That doesn't seem like it's really gonna help me reach my goal. But guess what? It's a step. It's a little step, but it's a step. And when you first create your goal, the little steps are the hottest. They are what is going to make you wanna quit. You're gonna put so much effort and time and dedication into whatever it is. This could even be like trying to lose weight, and you are not going to see results overnight. But if you just keep going and pushing yourself harder and harder and harder and harder, you're going to start to see yourself accomplishing the things that you would never guess that you would have. And that's when the real motivation comes into play, because when you start to see progress, real progression, you're going to get real motivated, naturally motivated. You're going to want more. It becomes an addiction. When you see yourself getting closer and closer and closer to that goal, that's going to motivate you. And while you're on this journey to accomplish whatever your goal may be, don't let people's words or opinions affect you. They are irrelevant. They mean nothing to you. It's not what people say about you, it's what you say about yourself. It's not what people think about you, it's what you think about yourself. It's the way you think about yourself that is potentially going to be damaging to reaching your goal. Because if you keep putting yourself down and down and down, it's only going to threaten your potential. Yeah, it's a new year, but it doesn't mean shit if you don't have a new way of thinking. Because if you didn't accomplish your goals last year and you do the same thing that you did to accomplish them, why do you think you're going to accomplish them now? Do you know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results? We're all a little crazy, but let's not be too crazy. Someone told me once, a new house won't make a new and better marriage. Think about that for a second. A new house won't make a better marriage. A new outfit won't make a better person. And a new year will sure as hell not make a better you. Not unless you work for it. If you want to change, you need a new way of thinking. Find out exactly what it is that you want, figure out exactly what you need to do to get there, and fucking do it. Just fucking do it. Going back to the example of my goal that I've been talking about, the goal was to reach 50,000 subscribers by the end of 2016. Now it is the first week of 2017, and I am more than happy to say that I have accumulated over 180,000 subscribers on my main channel. I didn't only accomplish my goal, but I surpassed it by over 130,000. That is... yeah. Now, if that is not proof, I don't know what is. Yeah, certain things occurred that helped that happen, but if it wasn't for the work that I put in, what would have happened? Nothing. I figured out what it was that I wanted. I created this image and I figured out what I needed to do to get there. And I wasn't any longer going to try to make this happen. I was going to make this happen. It was only a matter of how. There's no more time for trying. There's only time for progression. It's not going to happen overnight and it's not going to be easy. And tell yourself that. Make sure you know that it's not going to be easy. Don't trick yourself into thinking that whatever it is that you want is going to come easy, because it's not. And when you start to realize that, you're only going to be let down. Nothing worth working for is going to come easy. If you set goals in 2016, you didn't accomplish them, and you set goals for 2017 and you think that you're going to by doing the same thing, this video is for you. Change what you're doing. Dedication and effort. Effort. You need to work. If you want 2017 to be your year, make it your year. The dream is easy, but the hustle is hard. But if you want it bad enough, you could do it. Whatever it is that may be. We'll just end this here. I know this is getting a little rambly like I said it would. I'm kind of just talking, but I like doing videos like this. I know this video was a little bit more serious than this channel is used to, and is also more serious than what I have been used to lately, but it's just crazy. People want to see change, but they don't want to put in the work to make things change. And I don't know, just me as a person, I really do truly believe that if you want something bad enough in life, if you figure out what you need to do to make it happen and just fucking do it, why won't it happen? When I first started consistently uploading on YouTube, I would get 3 subscribers a day, but I would just tell myself eventually that 3 is going to turn to 33 a day, and then that 33 a day is going to turn to 333 a day. It's just going to take time. And as you put in more effort, you start to see that progression. You start to become more motivated. You see each day you're getting higher and higher and higher and higher, even if it's only by a little bit. A little bit is higher than what it was yesterday. There's some type of progression there, and then it just starts to pick up over time. You get closer and closer and closer to your goal. You accomplish your goal, and then you surpass your goal. I just want you guys to know that anything you want to do in life, that you can do it. Nothing is impossible. I know there's so many people online that watch YouTubers and they wish that they could be in our shoes. They wish they could be a YouTuber that gets so much feedback and has so many viewers and is just living this life that they think they live. But if you want that, Why can't you get it? We got it. We did the work to get here. So can you. But sitting there and wanting it isn't gonna be enough. You need to get behind the camera and fucking go. Just go. Start. Everything starts somewhere. And of course, I keep going back to the YouTube example because one, that was my goal, and two, this is a YouTube video, and a lot of you guys can relate, and it's just an easy example to kind of tie everything in together, and I just want to say that anything is possible, and I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys and give you a little motivation for the new year. New year, new you. Do the work to make that true. Whatever your resolutions or goals may be, I believe in you so hard. I probably believe in you more than you believe in yourself because I know that we are capable of achieving anything that we want. I also think that plays a big part too. You need to believe in yourself. Create that image of that end goal that you want so bad. And when you do start to progress, even if it's slowly, remember that end goal. Remember the image that you created. Whatever it is that you want so bad. And tell yourself, I'm getting closer. Even if it's a baby step, it's a step forward. It's progression. And progression is motivation. You could do anything that you want to do in life. I am just here to remind you of that. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to Trash if you haven't already. Also, make sure to check out my main channel and subscribe. My link is in the description below, as well as everybody else in Trash. And it is a pleasure to see you on this channel again. Again, though, I am sorry that this video is so late, but better late than never. And I love you guys so fucking much, and I'm sure I'll see you soon. Bye.